now we are so random. You bring the darkness to the light, split the atom. I ignore the fact that this will never last. Your words come out so soothing that I forget that this thing is confusing. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at. Cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Me and you got that good, yeah, but I'm running like I'm lost in the woods, yeah. I don't really care, cause I just like it here. Me and you can't get enough, no, you know, active, but I know this is a bluff, though. Having such a blast, but don't ask where my head is at. Cause I'm cruising through the rush of us. I don't care about love, just need your touch. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Want you to be my vice, 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 vice. I'm all about your vibe, vibe, vibe. Want you to be my vice, vice.
Hey, successful women. Hi to you VIPs. I know we have another new VIP this week. If you're watching the replay, make sure you send us a comment right now so that we know that you stopped by, because I know you guys will be here in the beginning. Hi to all the YouTube watchers as well. Say hello to us in the comments as well. Tell us where you are watching from today. That's one of the most interesting things I get to read in these comments. So, many of you know that I am away this week with my family. If you follow me on social media, you're looking at my stories, you know that we are away this week. We are super blessed to be able to travel and still do all the things that I need to do to make my business profitable. So my guest and I have pre-recorded our trainings for you today so that you can get some serious golden nuggets of info to use in your business right away, okay? We're not letting anything or anyone stop us, right? And today our guest trainer is Angela Marie Gomez. She is bringing us her training, Quick Win SEO Tips for Your Website and Blogs, because we totally need that. So let me bring it over to Angela.
Hey, Katie. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. I'm super excited to be here. It's actually my first Facebook Live with a collaborator. So this is really exciting, and I love being part of your group. Thank you for doing this, because this is really helpful to have this lunch break live. So thank you for inviting me. As Katie introduced, I am a copywriter, and I specifically write for the women's wellness industry. So if you're a coach who coaches women on postpartum stuff, if you coach women on hormones, on nutrition, on even mindset and spirituality, then I copyright for these groups of people. And today we want to dive into SEO, because SEO is a huge topic, right? So I'm going to go through with you what I look for in a website SEO copy audit. So copy audits are something I used to do, was one of the core parts of my offer. Now I do SEO more for blogs, because blogs without SEO is actually, I say this all the time on my Instagram page, but blogs without SEO is actually pointless, because if you're not catering to what people are searching for, then your blogs are not going to show. And if your blogs don't show, and then you're not getting website visitors, which means then you can't convert them and they don't become leads, etc. Right? So it is like a cascading effect, right? That if you don't have your SEO in place, then your blogs are not getting seen by the right people. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Screen share, present. All right. What I look for in an SEO website copy audit. I'm going to cover these topics from a blog perspective as well, but we're just going to speak generally today about the website copy audit. So the first thing that I look for, and this is a lot more common than a lot of people realize, the first thing that I look for is broken links. So this is when you have links in your website which don't work anymore. Like, so if someone were to click on them, they would get a 404 error, or it just won't go anywhere, right? So this even includes all your social media links, because your website, typically you have links to your social media. This is especially important for those of you who write blogs and have links to externally or within your website, right? So external links and internal links in your website and in your blogs are also, it's really important that you're checking them on a regular basis. Say like every 2 months, go through your links, check that nothing's broken, check that they're all in order and they're all going to the right pages, because especially when you external link, when you're linking to an outside source, if they've changed something about their page, that's going to be a broken link already. It's going to be taking your visitor somewhere else, right? So you want to check this. This is one of the most important things to check, but also one of the things that a lot of business owners overlook. So broken links are a huge no-no for SEO, because when Google crawls your website and they come across links that are broken, they're not, your website loses credibility, right? So you lose out on scores for SEO. So that's one very important thing. The other thing is a balance of images and text. So with your website, you have all these options of website templates, etc. with your website provider. Make sure that there is a balance of image and text within the website. Having a lot of text is not good, because one of the main things about SEO is how long do people spend on your website. If people spend a long time on your website, that kind of boosts your credibility. However, if you have a lot of text on your website, all of us are skim readers on the internet, right? We all skim read. And if you've got a lot of text and they're not broken down, people are not going to be spending as much time on your website, because it just looks like this whole chunk of text that I have to read through, and I'm not interested in reading through that, because, like I said, we're skim readers, right? We want to go through quickly. We want to get information quickly. So balancing it out with images is a really good thing to do on your website. And when it comes to your blogs, a good ratio would be every 2 to 3 paragraphs, you have an image in there that's relevant to the blog, of course. Okay. Point number 3, short paragraphs. This feeds in line again to the previous point that I made. And paragraphs, when we say short paragraphs are not 10 lines long. They're not even 5 lines long. Honestly, the recommendation is 2 to 3 lines long. That's what we call short paragraphs in the internet language, right? Because when they're 4 to 5 lines long, again, when people are skim reading, by the time they're on the 4th line, they would have forgotten what you said in the 1st line. So you want to make sure that you're keeping your paragraphs really short and punchy, even though you're describing something in a blog, right? And the next step would be keywords in your headlines. So this one is a little bit more, well, actually, this is relevant both to your website and to your blogs. With your website, you have headlines such as, what do you do? What makes you an expert? Why should people come to you? What do you help with? This is where you use your keywords. So if you're like a hormone expert, a hormone nutritionist, you want to be using these keywords as to why people should come to you and get your service. When it comes to your blogs, similarly, based on the blog topic. So again, taking the example, if you're a hormone nutritionist and you are writing why women over 30 need to prioritize this particular food group in their nutrition. Women over 30, if those are people that you're targeting, that would be a keyword. Women over 30. Why they should prioritize. If you're going with a specific diet, then include it there. But if you're just going with why women over 30 should prioritize protein in their nutrition, you want to have the word protein as well in your headline. You want to have anything else that targets your audience, right? So if your target is women over 30, having women over 30 mentioned within the article a few times is very strategic, right? It helps you rank. It helps a target audience who's searching for this topic find you a lot quicker. Okay. And keywords are keywords is a huge topic, right? You have long tail keywords, you have short tail keywords, and you need to know what you're targeting for. And a lot of times, it's really helpful to have topics that cater to related keywords as well. So for the example that I took just now, the hormone nutritionist, you want keywords, and when you're talking about hormones for women over 30, you want to target keywords, for example, women over 30 who are trying to conceive, women over 30 who are already seeing signs of perimenopause, for example, right? So you want to target these relevant keywords because these women, I might be searching for some help with nutrition when I'm actually perimenopausal, right? So you're still going to be targeting me as well because you've put in the relevant keyword that it's also relevant to women who are perimenopausal. I hope that makes sense. And lastly, this is actually my last slide, your pop-up ads and your sidebars. Two different things to talk about now. Your pop-up ads, I know a lot of us want to monetize our website, monetize our blogs, but you need to have some control over how often these ads pop up, over how many pop-up ads there are, because again, it can annoy your reader. And if it annoys your reader, they leave the website, they stay on your website a lot shorter. Google sees that and thinks that your website is not credible or your website is not interesting enough to rank you. Sidebars. What I notice in a lot of websites is we don't use our sidebars as much as we can. Now, what should you put in your sidebars? What are some of the things that you can use your sidebars for? Sidebars are excellent for you to have relevant topics. So for example, if you have a blog topic, I'm going to talk about blogs first. If you've got a blog topic with the example that I shared just now, if you're having a blog topic about nutrition for women over 30 who want to balance their hormones, your sidebar could be topics that if you're perimenopausal, start here. If you're trying to conceive, start here. And when you do that, all these topics that may be relevant to me, you're going to have people continue to look at it. And when they continue to look at it, what happens? They're staying on your website longer. What happens? It signals Google that your website is credible, right? Sidebars when it comes to your website itself, so like just your general website, when you got your homepage and your about page and your services page, etc. Your sidebars are the best place to collect email addresses, right? To showcase your freebie, your lead magnet that gets you email addresses. So you do want to use your sidebars as much as possible to get you more leads, to when it comes to your email list, to keep people on your website longer when it comes to your blog topics. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was helpful. That's all I have for today, because we can talk about SEO for like hours and hours. That's all I have today. So thank you, Katie, once again for having me. Thank you for this lunch break lives that you do. It's so helpful for all of us to hear from each other and learn from each other as well. So I'm going to pass it back over to you. Thank you for having me.
Yay, Angela. Thank you so much. She gave us some serious stuff that we could use right now. I know I'm going to check my website and make sure that I have all the things in there that she suggested. Always listen to copywriters. They know what they're talking about. Okay, so let me get into my training. So we're going to talk about today how to use a sales funnel for your network marketing company, because you guys know, I mean, I help female social marketers but you guys know that my heart lies with network marketers because been there and done that, and I know the struggle. So many of you know that I got my start in network marketing. Yes, in MLM. I know people hear terrible things about network marketing, and some of the objections that I hear all the time are it's a scam, only the top people make the money, you have to harass family and friends for sales, the company could shut down anytime and leave you high and dry. And the truth is, a lot of this is true. Well, kind of, right? Most MLM companies are actually really good and they do honest work, right? And they also offer amazing benefits like free products and financial planning and huge bonuses and trips and a completely supportive group of fellow entrepreneurs, right? The list goes on for the benefits. But for most of us, we don't want our whole business to be run by someone else and have it be completely out of our control, right? Especially if that's your only source of income. But what if I told you you could earn your own money while positioning yourself as an authority in your field, while also selling your products and recruiting a sales team without ever having to harass anyone that you know and having the prospects actually coming to you? But if you're new here, really, really quick, I just want to introduce myself. I'm Katie Fairhurst. I'm the admin of Successful Women Building Generational Wealth, and I want to welcome you here to Lunch Break Live. And if you're new here on the YouTube channel, welcome. You may want to hit like and subscribe because we do these free trainings every single week, and I don't want you to miss them. And if you're interested in being featured on Lunch Break Live and having all of this exposure and promotion for your business, please reach out to me and we can totally discuss that. Okay. So the joke is that I sort of fell into network marketing, not even knowing what it was, when I was searching for a way to make extra income to put my girls in private school, right? I was never on social media before that. I didn't even know what network marketing was. But when I saw a video about this company that was the fastest growing health and wellness company in the world and had like products that actually made people feel better, I was very, very interested. And then when I saw the compensation plan, I was like, what? And then I got started and I was basically told to message everybody with a pulse and invite them to a free Zoom call about the company. Well, a lot of people saw the video and some of them liked it, right? And I did get some sales, and over time I got a couple of team member signups, but none of this felt authentic or comfortable for me to be doing. But I knew I had like gold in my hands and that I also loved helping people. So after about a year of this torture, messaging everybody and inviting them to Zooms, and I'm getting ghosted, I'm getting blocked, I'm having people avoid me when they see me on the street, I decided to stop. But when I found coaches who talked about sales funnels and how they can attract customers to buy on autopilot, I was basically like, I don't know, no, there's no way I can do that, right? I'm totally computer illiterate. And half the time I want to throw my phone at the wall because I can't get it to work. But these coaches had a program that walked me through everything in very simple terms, right? And step by step. And in no time, I had a growing audience, a lead magnet, and a micro offer. I literally couldn't believe I did all of that. And at the time, I had other network marketers actually starting to like reach out to me and asking me how I did this and how they can do it too. And of course, I didn't have a program set up to teach them that yet. So unfortunately, they had to wait. But I started thinking to myself, if I can do this, then literally anybody with minimal computer skills can do this. So let's start teaching this, right? Because I was so sick of seeing really good people failing and quitting in their network marketing businesses. And why were they failing? Because, like me, the old way of network marketing didn't work for them. I don't know about you, but I'm not the influencer type, right? And from what I have seen, the ones who rise to the top of the company are influencers or they have like serious sales talent, right? And I had neither. Okay. So what I had to do was position myself as an authority in my niche. I had to figure out my niche first, position myself as an authority in my niche so that the prospects would actually come to me so that I never had to harass family or friends again. And the best part is because of using a strategy that builds my email list, it works on autopilot 24 hours a day. And it all starts with a lead magnet, a freebie offer. A lead magnet is a valuable resource that you offer your ideal audience in exchange for their name and email. Remember, you have to hyper niche down to find your ideal audience. Okay, that's the only way this works. The resource could be like a checklist, a template, a guide, cheat sheets, swipe files, scripts, MP3 download, or even a very, very, very short free video training. But the key to a successful lead magnet is to create something that your ideal client actually wants and that they'll actually be able to use, and that will give them a quick win or quick results and leave them wanting more. Okay. An example is if you're a fitness trainer and you help moms get their bodies back after having babies, you could offer 5 exercises that they can do in 10 minutes or less from home to strengthen their core. Okay. If you're an oncology nurse, you could offer a free guide with 5 tips to minimize the effects of chemo. If you're in nutrition and you help parents figure out what to feed their picky eaters, you could offer 8 ways to keep picky eaters healthy and strong. In these guides or trainings, you can also suggest some of the products that you sell with your network marketing company. Okay. My first lead magnet was something that my whole ideal audience could use. I wanted to attract women who really wanted to earn money online and are looking for someone with practical and easy to implement solutions to get them there in a very short period of time, and also that won't break the bank. Therefore, I created a guide of 30 easy to use social media content ideas that they could rotate and change up every single month so that they always knew how to promote their business in the best way. I always suggest grabbing people's freebies when you see them because one, it gives you really good ideas for things that you may want to create yourself, but it also gives you quick wins for your business. So think of it as market research, okay? A typical lead magnet starts with don't get freaked out. This may sound complicated, but it's not. A capture page, that's where people enter their name and email, which leads them to a thank you page, which sends them a delivery email, right? And then on the delivery email, that's where the actual freebie is. And it can tell them also how to take next steps with you. It sounds complicated, but it's really not. But the system is great. It builds your email list so you can now nurture your audience through email. But it doesn't make you any money unless someone buys a product you suggest. So now you have to turn your email subscribers into sales and signups for your business. Usually you show up by continuing to provide value, maybe through like webinars, YouTube videos, podcasts. You're going to build trust and rapport and eventually launch your product or offer your network marketing opportunity. But when you're first starting out, this can take months to build up enough of an email list or enough ideal followers for your social media account to have a profitable launch for your offer, right? And in the meantime, you're making no money. The eventual goal is to have a large enough email list that you can launch and earn a full income. But in the meantime, what do you do? Okay. When I first started out, I was making no money up front and I knew things had to change. When I learned how to grow my followers and my email list while also making money every day, that's when the change came. And this is because of my micro offer. So instead of sending my leads to that traditional thank you page, they are sent to a page that offers a high value but low priced offer. That's exactly what my ideal audience needs. And it's a no-brainer for them to purchase. So when set up correctly, about 8 to 12% of the people that opt into your freebie, they will automatically buy your micro offer, okay? Like instantly. My first micro offer was a system I created where you can grow your ideal audience and network for your business in just 60 minutes per day. It included a checklist, a morning routine, posting shortcuts, effortless closing scripts, and forever updates to the system for only $27. I mean, what a deal. Total no-brainer, okay? So let's go back to those examples from the beginning. If you're that fitness coach that helps moms get their bodies back, maybe your micro offer is a 30-minute full body workout that they can do from home, complete with nutritional advice. Okay. If you're that chemo nurse, maybe you offer a full chemotherapy survival guide with nutritional advice and relaxation methods and hair growth advice, right? And coping skills as well. If you're that picky eater niche, right? Maybe you offer a 30-day meal plan and nutritional supplement plan with tips to make meal times fun. Okay, again, you can link your products in these guides that will earn you even more sales. And if you want to grow your downline, the best place to introduce people to your opportunity are with your current customers. Okay. If you want to see how my freebie funnel works, I have several in my link tree, which is I'm putting in the video description. And if you want to hear more about my story and how all of this can fit into your business, I invite you to check out my 6-figure biz in 6 weeks class. Inside, I not only share the more specific strategies for taking action on these steps, but I'm also going to highlight some of the biggest mistakes I see people make in every single step so that you can avoid them too. Okay. So that's in the link below as well. All right. So that is it for today. Thank you again to Angela for her training. Make sure you check out her Instagram page as well. And I'll be in the comments for you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.